Alright everyone, and well, you know what this review is for, if you're especially a Marvel fan like I am, Black Panther. What do I think of this movie? Well, let's just say I didn't really know much about this character. Yes, we got a sneak peek at him in Captain America Civil War, same thing with the Spider-Man, Tom Holland's version. But this character is a little more different. First of all, yes, he's played by Chaz Boseman. You would probably remember as Jackie Robinson in 42, and yes, we even seen him as the Black Panther in, as I said, Civil War. So, yeah, it does reflect on that film as well as take place before. And yes, keep in mind, people, there's going to be some minor to moderate spoilers in this, so you may not want to watch it if you don't like it. Otherwise, yes, Black Panther is, as you know, in case you don't know about this character too much, he's from a primitive but yet highly evolved and technically advanced civilization that's kind of hidden underneath the continent of Africa called Wakanda. They use all kinds of technology that's far advanced compared to any other society, and they more or less keep it to themselves. They don't like starting wars or any of that kind of stuff. And being how they're primitive, they go by the ruler, by King, who is the Black Panther himself, after his father died. And yeah, that's the most major spoiler I'll give away in case you haven't seen Captain America Civil War. Yeah, and obviously he's set to be king, but problems occur because, of course, he has a cousin, because yeah, there is a flashback sequence in, and a lot of it can be a little confusing at first, but it comes together like any other Marvel film does perfectly well. And it's a lot of that treason stuff, a lot of that ritual stuff that you expect to see, with the afterlife and all that nonsense. But it works well for the most part, and the visuals are really stunning. The fight sequences, as you expect out of any Marvel film, are just as fun to watch. The technology is really cool. Yes, there's a lot of silly humor in it, which, yeah, like the sneaker gag and the vegetarian joke towards the end of the film. Not to give too much away, but there is some deception, some, a little bit of that revealing liar type stuff, finding out. So it does, to me, it felt like it bared a little similarity to Thor, with the whole, leaving family behind, because his cousin, played by Michael B. Jordan, yes, you remember as Creed, Apollo Creed's son in the 2015 movie, and yes, even that's getting a sequel. Surprising, right? No, I'm not surprised. And, well, is it going to get 5 more sequels and become its own Rocky franchise and then pass it on? Okay, now we're getting too carried away here. Anyway, yes, he plays the film's main antagonist, and obviously, yes, Martin Freeman, as you probably remember as Bilbo Baggins, is CIA agent. And speaking of the Middle-earth franchise, yes, we even got Andy Serkis as one of the film's, well, not major villain, but he does play a role in this film as, tagging along with the antagonist and everything like that. And his character is completely wacko. I mean, you laugh at it, but you realize it's a little silly. So, yeah, there's some silly humor in this, but the action scenes, as I mentioned, are great. I like the car chase scene, and even the end scene, not to give too much away, it's great. But, yeah, it comes together very well for the most part, and it definitely shows that Marvel is very strong. It does its ties to the other Marvel Avenger movies, and yes, there even is a scene during the middle and after the credits, so you might want to stick around for both of them. They definitely have purpose. They're not pointless to sit through. It's no surprise since this is, as I said, a Marvel Cinematic Universe film, and yes, it is a little long, and no, I didn't sit through the 3D or IMAX, unfortunately. You can prove me wrong, but I don't think I've missed out on too much by not seeing it in 3D especially. I feel like 3D nowadays is just a cash grab. I mean, there's been some exceptions with 3D, but you know me, I usually don't pay the extra money to see it. But otherwise, great performances, especially out of, as I said, Chad Boseman. You even got Forrest Whitaker as one of his relatives that tells the whole story and everything. But as I said, I'll stop there. Definitely go see the film since it's fairly new. It definitely shows that Marvel is not going to strike out anytime soon. I mean, they got so much on their hands this year, especially with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They got, next up, Infinity War, which I'm sure has a lot of high anticipation and hope on it, as well as Ant-Man and the Wasp. And yeah, speaking of which, I did see Ant-Man and the Wasp trailer before this one played. But otherwise, great film, great action. Marvel, you've done it again. So, my final verdict is, rockin' Wii Remote Me Motion Plus up, and the Plane Bear remote up. Trust me, it's great. So, till next time, keep watching.